Okay, so let's talk about some of the mechanisms, the physiological mechanisms that link nutrition to mental health and brain health. What's going on here? I know that there's obviously a gut-brain axis. Some of these nutrients serve as precursors for neurotransmitters, but how would you sort of go about explaining all of the many different mechanisms going on there?
Sure, I'm going to give you a quiz first. You took biochemistry somewhere along the way, right?
Sure.
So, did you learn what a cofactor was?
Yeah.
Do you remember?
Ooh, a
Yeah,
nutrient that is necessary in adequate amounts for a certain enzymatic process to take place?
exactly. And the speed of that enzymatic process is measured by Michelle's constant. You might remember that. We
Yeah.
didn't even put that in the book. You don't need to know that kind of level of difficulty, but you can see why, given what you just said, though, Ari, you can see why I would like the concept of cofactors to be taught starting in about the sixth grade,
Hmm.
because kids can understand it, and then they understand the first and the most direct way in which nutrients are important for them, which is their brains don't work without them, because what is going on in your brain? It's metabolism, fancy word just to mean transformation of one chemical to another. And the way those things happen in human physiology is enzymes, and enzymes don't work at an optimal speed unless they have a sufficient number of cofactors present. So when I was taught as a child, oh, you must, eat it. We used to call it a balanced diet. God knows what it was back then. But anyway, a balanced diet in order to have strong muscles, bones. That's all they said. And I have nothing against muscles and bones, but I didn't know that it's the brain that sucks up disproportionately way more of the factors than any other body part. And so when we're eating, I want children to learn that every bite of food that goes in is either feeding their brain metabolism because of the role of cofactors or not. Now, it doesn't stop there, though. And you very rightfully pointed out that it's a kind of a broad way in which micronutrients, meaning minerals and vitamins in this case, are important for us. Omega-3 fatty acids are so critical to our cells. We are fat heads. 2/3 of our brain is fat.
Hmm.
And if you're not eating it, then you're going to be filling in your cell walls with a whole lot of omega-6s. And that's what you get in those terribly over-processed packages of chemicals that you buy in the grocery store or any convenience store. So you need to change that balance and get more omega-3s to have very efficient and competent cell walls in your neurons. And it doesn't stop there. I'll list two more things, okay? One more thing is kids do learn what mitochondria are, that they're the little energy factories in our cells. And they are in every cell in your brain and your body. And every single cell has at least one. Some cells have dozens. And they have one job, and that is to give us the energy that we need for everything that we're doing and for all of our organs. And the way they do that is by producing ATP, which is our energy molecule. What do you need for the metabolic steps to produce ATP? You need minerals and vitamins. So every cell in your body and your energy level and the efficiency of every one of your organs is dependent upon nutrients coming in all the time. And
Hmm.
the last one you mentioned, and that has to do with, our society just loves these kind of trendy things, right? Functional medicine people have been talking about leaky gut and the gut microbiome for over 2 decades, probably 3 decades, but it's caught on now, and it's going to be, this is how you have to relate everything to the microbiome. Well, I don't really disagree with that. I mean, the reality is that our microbiome is absolutely critical. There are, I like to say it's smarter than us, because we humans cannot synthesize any vitamins or minerals. And the microbiome can't synthesize minerals either. We have to get those from a healthy soil. And that's another story if you read that chapter on the the soil microbiome. But if you have a gut, some of those good gut bugs are going to be producing small amounts of some B vitamins. But you and I don't know how to do it. Our guts know how to do it. So if your gut is working well and you're absorbing the nutrients from a healthy diet, then that helps get those nutrients up to the brain and it all works together.
Mm-hmm.
So better stop. I can go on mechanisms, but those are the ones that I think are the most important to know about.